We riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On third down, Wilson rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Wilson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Newsome. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
The Ravens are 3-1 here through the first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Clark.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's a give. Lewis running left. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Now Lewis here on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down, now they lose it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Getting the call, Lynch running left. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Play action. Now Wilson. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. They go play action with Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And it's caught. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. They'll run with Lynch. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a pitch comes to Lewis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They try again with Lewis.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, it's Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. There's Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Oh, he fakes a spike.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They go up the middle with Campbell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. First down, the run with Lynch.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
36 power. Check. Alert. 14, got it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'll remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Again, it's Lewis. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now a give running left with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready? Back 60.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready, ready. Check mash, check mash. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Wilson wants to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's complete over the middle to Clark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort.